How are you, Ben, with Vessel Futures Trading? We're back on the market. Wow, what a market we had yesterday. What a beautiful, beautiful opportunities we had yesterday. I want to extend a bit about yesterday. About 3 weeks ago, we're going to always start with the day interval. Of course, broadcasting live from our Discord channel. Good morning to our community. I want to show you the position we talked about 3 weeks ago. If you do a quick review on the videos 3 weeks ago, ever since the tariff speech, where we enter a short position, we basically cover this position. This is the point where was the tariff speech was basically the market was slowly dropping down, creating a base drop base pattern, getting in to the major demand area, which is right here, and going up all the way to the minor supply, dropping down and going over here. And this is basically yesterday's move. We see this candle represents yesterday's move, and I want to elaborate a bit about it. If we're gonna go back to the videos 3 weeks ago, we marked this line over here, this green line, and we did the following. As first off, as a disclaimer, I'm always putting it on the site. This is not substitution for financial advice. You should always consult with your financial advisor. This is just our trending ideas. But I want to show you something that we I don't want to say predict, but we read the story correctly, where basically we understand how the price behave and how consumers behave, buyers and sellers, and therefore we took some action. So those of you who basically traded with us for the last 3 weeks and did enter a position of a swing trading, calling on the Nasdaq on a one contracts, risking 17k in order to get 53k. Congratulations to you. This was a very, very, very beautiful move. Of course, it takes a lot of skill, and also to stay in a position when the price behave the following, going up and down, and then continue from this point all the way up. It's a very, 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 very long move, and a lot of time in this move, the Arsaki plays with us, and we know that it's not easy to stay in position for such a long time. Either or, even if you stayed just for this section over here, right here, I'm gonna mark it with the arrow, and you just exit over here, you made a really nice stack, which is 40 grand, which is beautiful. The ratio is also beautiful. But I want to talk about yesterday. I'm gonna talk today as well about possible positions. So we mentioned this green line right here a couple of times, and we said as long as we are not crossing this line, it means we're still in a mindset of a short mindset. Why is that? Because there's no new highs it's been breaking. Obviously, when we get in the supply area, what we're trying to do is either taking one action, either we're gonna short position it, or we're gonna do nothing. But yesterday, we also, in previous days, we also was looking at those candles right here, and we was trying to figure what's going to happen with those candles. Once we saw the doji candle over here, we saw this candle yesterday, and we said we figure if this candle with short basically turn to a red candle and cross the bottom of the doji, then we of course with supportive volume, then we were going to enter into a short position. So yes, if you put the limit order and you was outside of your computer, you most likely took a short position. You was not wrong, because you put a limit order, and this is what you should do when you're getting in a supply. But understanding the story is integral part when you're trading. We're always saying that as long as it's come from a major area, the price will always trying to go back to the next major area right here. So we have this minor supply area over here, and we tested this area to see if we can get into a position. We did not see a supportive candle and a supportive volume. It means that the price will try basically test this area one time. It tested the second time, but in the second time it tested it, we already saw a pattern, and we also saw it in the market profile when we're gonna change to the 15 minutes interval soon. We saw how we had a small tips on the top, mean that there's a high likability that the price will continue and expand towards up. And if we're gonna go again in the I'm gonna go even more outside to check the week interval. The weekly interval, we've seen that weekly interval, we still within the week, we still in a long position mindset, meaning that we did not break the new low. It means that the price would continue to go up. So there's always recommended to go and take a wider, a broader look to understand where we at and where we trade. We need to understand what time interval we're gonna trade it in. We're gonna choose the strategy. Are they really day traded or swing traded, and we want to get supported for at least two higher intervals in order for us to get in a position. So understanding the story is a crucial part when you trade. So we already knew this move is going to happen, means that even within the supply area we were creating long position. Of course, we created some short position as well. Yesterday's video, we had a chance to stack up some money after we traded this area in a short position, and again as well as in long position. I want to show you in the 4 hours interval how does it look. So this is basically yesterday's move. This long arrow right here, I'm gonna mark it over here so we can see it. This long candle extending upwards, breaking the green line, understanding now that we are in a long position mindset and we're gonna look for the long. Of course, we're gonna have additional support once the price crossing this order block. This is the pull area. This is where all the orders are being accumulated in order for us to basically where the price can potentially reverse. What we want to continue and see is basically the price is raising above this order block, this minus supply area, and then dropping back to the pool and go up again. So we're going to look for the long position from here. So this is a one possible shot, but I want to show you how does it look, and whoever traded with us yesterday, of course, our community members that saw the move, and part of the group, whoever joined the position can stack up some money, which was very nice. And in the 50 minutes interval, this is how it looked. So we looked on the day profile, and we looked on the night profile. That was the previous night and day. Basically, the price over here is accumulating energy. It's accumulating energy to a big move, and we saw how the day opened over here, landing on the 50 minutes interval, which we marked yesterday, and slowly but surely raising above the previous day's day profile. And we see over here, this is the night, and we see the short tip over here. This is the day. This is the night, short tip over here, short tip over here. It means on the top that there's a very high likability that price would raise to the top, and this is actually what happens during the day. So within the day, we took a couple long positions over here. We drop it to the 5 minutes interval in order for us to understand when those possible entries were, and we had a long position from one long position from here. We had another long position from here, and for those of you who traded with us, know how much money you can accumulate to. Let's just take one contract over here, raising towards the closing point, risking $940 in order to make $7,000, which is amazing ratio. Yes, it was not easy move. Why this was not an easy move? Because we're still in a minor supply area, but we saw how the price, including the tip and understanding the story, the volume and the price, this comes from a major demand area, goes above and beyond the price point which we should be flipping, which is the green line that we marked. So understanding the story is crucial. So let's talk about today's possible position. So within the day position, I'm gonna jump back again to the 50 minutes interval. Now we can understand better what can we do. So we see basically that we're still in the night profile. Obviously, the night profile is still been trading in the previous day. Range means that it's still accumulating energy. We see how the price accumulating energy over here. I'm gonna mark it. We have the opening of the night, basically the price accumulating energy, getting a bit above in the high value area, and it should be landing on the low value area. And from here we want to see it go up again and again. So what do we want to see? So let's first, quick second, just cancel those profiles so it's going to be easier for us to see it. So we see that we have still 15 minutes demand pull over here, which is a minor demand. which is in the range of the night profile as well. We can see how the night profile basically meets this minor demand area. But obviously we want to take a long position from the upper part of the pool, just to make a quick call it going up with it at least for $3,000 and risking 1,115. At this specific point, of course, we can observe and continue to take this position longer up to $5,000, at least to the point it should be extracted from the pool. We have still to keep in mind that we are in a supply and there's a likability for the price to flip. But looking at the day interval again, going back to the day interval again, and cancel those night profiles and day profiles, understanding we're gonna cancel those arrows over here, understanding that the price still going up means that there's no flip of hands. The buyer are still in the picture. We can see it very clear that there's no flip of hands over here, and today's already in the night, already still raising above, and we have a supportive volume, so we can at least trade this gap area between this candle to the head of the pool, which is also created as a $5,000 income, and going to the next supply area, which represented in this part, or this part, and of course this part above. So we have to keep in mind, in the weekly interval we're still on the uptrend, but in the day interval we met a supply area. We're about to cross it or not. We have to observe it and see, and we at least can trade, at least in this point with the night profile, giving us some help. $5,000 income, risking only 1,115. It's a beautiful ratio and it's a very healthy one. Of course, everybody with his own risk management. I appreciate you guys for seeing this video. Of course, as always, wish you successful trading. For those of you who's not a community member, join our Discord. The links are updated, up to date. As I said yesterday, as a part of this week's special, I'm giving away 5 free courses for the first 5 traders that gonna text me, DM me, or leave a comment, Ben, teach me. We'll get this course for free, of course, and access to our community. So first come, first serve. I wish you successful trading, and I'm gonna see you in the next market overview for our Discord community channel members. Of course, we're gonna elaborate on this talk in our channels. I'll see you in the next market overview.